Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, How to Make a Killing. Well, they didn't make a killing in the box office, I don't think, on this one, but I'm excited to see it. John Hatton Ford is the director and a writer in this. Glen Powell, ooh, I Want to Be When I Grow Up. Margaret Qualley is also in it, and I saw Ed Harris is in it. And this owned at birth by an obscurely wealthy family, a blue collar will stop at nothing to reclaim his inheritance no matter how many relatives stand in his way. So you kind of get the idea, right? I mean, dark comedy, psychological drama, psychological thriller, satire, comedy, drama, thriller, all that fun stuff. It is a 6.5 on IMDb, so that's cool. 11,602 people rated it so far. So I think it might be better than people are making it out to be. Maybe it's not making as much money as it needs to cover its costs, but that's okay. But for me, I don't make enough money to cover my costs. But as long as it's entertaining, and evidently I might be entertaining because you're watching me thus far. So stick around. Let's see if this is worth a watch. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of How to Make a Killing, and I didn't realize this is a remake of another movie or something similar. Um, as I watch it. Also Jessica Henwick is in it. Love and Monsters is where I saw her. I was like, I recognize that girl from somewhere. I had to look it up. With Dylan O'Brien, that was a really good movie. I like that one. This one, I'm surprised it gets as bad of a rap. But again, I believe it's the financial side of things. I don't think the movie's bad, and I don't think other people do. I mean, 6.5 isn't bad. I do think it lacks something that's keeping it from great. And maybe that's why other people don't like it. I don't know. I think maybe people had higher expectations than what they got. I can think of a couple different things. I mean, I like the idea, right? But I don't think it knows what it wants to be, right? So just to talk openly, I'm not going to ruin the ending, although the ending is quite almost visible from the jump, but it's nothing really and terribly clever, if you will. Um, but you know, I was interested the whole time, but I don't think it knows. When I first started seeing it, and so again, spoiler alerts, not going to ruin it, but he's in line for inheritance, but he has like people in front of him that have to die off, and Topher Grace is one of them, right? So he's got to knock off these people, and at first, it doesn't the killings, if you will, either are supposed to be like funny, lighthearted, like nothing brutal or clever or something, and it never finds that. I don't know. It doesn't find that pivot or whatever it is. It's just it's caught in the middle. Like I would have went something like either it's accidental, and it continues and he works it like that, or it's very clever, and interesting. But I mean, like it's silly. Like it's after the second one, the FBI's already on him. You know what I mean? And he continues to do it. And then, of course, you're looking at it, and he's finally got his life where he wants it to be. He's working on Wall Street, making a lot of money. He's got the girlfriend's got the penthouse, and then but he still has to go through, to knock all these people off to get the. So he's a little over greedy, and I get that's the point of the movie, and that's how people are. They're greedy. And then the whole Ed Harris piece. I don't know. When he goes to meet, that's his grandfather, and he goes to meet him. He's the last step. I didn't think there was anything like they didn't. I'm not saying it's a theme, but there should have been something there on those deaths. Not either he's overly clumsy or very um, clever. I don't know. And I don't know. It was just like nonchalant, if you will. Like I mean, I know he told us how he did everything, but it just didn't. I didn't feel as though like he was an expert in all this. He was saying, "Oh, you put this in, when you make film." Gave you the whole reason that's all working, but it didn't stick with me. So there's that piece, and then I don't think like you know I would have liked to see the characters that he was going after have a little bit more weight in what he's doing because he doesn't even know them or he knows them as cousins, and then boom, they're gone. So there's no like, hey, I know he's doing it for money, but you don't feel that, I guess, passion or drive or motivation for him. Besides that, getting to that, it's not there. There's a number that he's going for, at least the richest. but you don't feel that as you're watching this movie. So I think there's two areas that you missed. I thought Glen Powell, he's good. I like him. I thought that Margaret Qualley was okay. I mean, it's funny because in these kinds of movies, you want to be rooting for Glen Powell. And even though he's knocking people off, you kind of still do root for him. But you can't see. But then you catch yourself like, whoa, wait a minute, maybe not so much, because the people aren't terribly bad. Um, so there you go. I don't know. Um, I liked it. It was a good enough movie. I'm sorry, my nose is itchy. But it was. I enjoyed it. I guess I'm trying to see where other people's point of view are. And I get it. It's not going to make a lot of money because it's more of an average, good but average on expectations. There you go. I don't know. That's what I got for you. I don't know if I was helpful at all. And then the ending, really quick. You kind of seen it coming. I thought his fiance was going to be in on it all, but that's not the case. Um, and then whatever happens at the end, I wasn't like, oh, wow, I don't know. It is too quick and not. I said it. I don't want to say it again, but clever enough. I don't know, that word stuck in my head. So, all right. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.